Peace, family. This is Lions Den with another news and commentary. This is from World Star Hip Hop. Dallas police officer who fatally shot Botham Jean in his own apartment has been fired. A white Dallas police officer accused of fatally shooting her black neighbor inside his apartment has been dismissed, the police department announced on Monday. Dallas police fired Officer Amber Guyger weeks after she fatally shot 26-year-old Botham Jean inside his own apartment on September 6. Court records show Guyger said she thought she had encountered a burglary inside her own home. So I'm going to go ahead and post this video, and I'm going to finish the rest of my commentary.
Welcome to Midday. I'm Kara Soul. We begin with breaking news. Dallas police officer Amber Guyger has been fired in the wake of the Botham Jean shooting. Rebecca Lopez is in our Dallas newsroom with more on this just happened.
Well, it looks like Chief Renee Hall did a 180. She has repeatedly said for days that she couldn't or wouldn't fire Amber Guyger and gave various reasons. But today there was a statement that went out to all police officers in email saying that Amber Guyger had in fact been fired after she was brought into internal affairs and she was fired for adverse conduct. Basically, that means anytime a Dallas police officer is arrested for a crime or does something that discredits the department, they can be fired by internal affairs. It's a completely separate investigation from a criminal investigation. So all internal affairs had to do was call her in, which they did apparently this morning, and ask her, have you been convicted of a felony in Dallas County? And if she answered yes, well then obviously they also have the arrest paperwork where she has in fact been arrested and charged in Dallas County with manslaughter. That in and of itself was enough to terminate Amber Guyger, and the recommendation goes up the chain of command. Ultimately, it's Chief Hall's decision, and she apparently decided to reverse her past statements that she couldn't or wouldn't fire Amber Guyger, and in fact terminated her this morning after a quick internal affairs hearing. Back to you guys.
Yeah, we know there have been a lot of people who have been calling for the chief to fire her. I'm sure plenty of reaction later today, and Rebecca will be working on that. Thanks, Rebecca.
Okay, you heard what the news reporter just said. The only reason why the Dallas police chief did a 180 was because of the internal affairs investigation, which means that when the internal affairs investigation took over, they didn't have a choice but to fire her. Now people who supported this said there was a victory on, Botham Jean's family and supporters. Here's another problem with that. Just because she was fired from the Dallas Police Department doesn't necessarily mean she couldn't get another job on another police department. It's true. She's already out on bail, which means that now she's focused on a court date for manslaughter. So even though she was fired from that department, doesn't mean that she couldn't get another police job at another department. It happens all the time. Look what happened to Mike Brown's situation with the police officer that killed him. They wouldn't indict him, and yet he's found another job at another police department. And so some other incidences too. When the police killed an unarmed black man or woman, they would fire from that department. But yet they can go to another department like a Dallas County Sheriff's Department or something like that. She can be hired from there. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, just because she was fired from the Dallas Police Department doesn't necessarily mean she couldn't find another job at another police department or a sheriff's office, because that's how they do. Now, we're still waiting and see what the court date is going to be, and what the preliminary hearing starts real soon. So we will probably see what's going to happen there. We'll try to see how that story is going to play out there. But in the meantime, that's the good news that she finally was fired by the Dallas Police Department. But again, she will possibly find another job in another police department, whether it's the sheriff's office and possibly going to San Antonio or any other police department. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Look what happened to Betty Shelby in Oklahoma when she killed Terrence Crutcher. You know what happened there. When they set her free, guess what happened? Her records has been expunged, and she going on another police department. See how this works? So we're definitely going to watch this situation really, really carefully. But in the meantime, yes, she's been fired from the Dallas Police Department only because of the internal affairs investigation. But other than that, I mean, if she, again, just because she was fired does not mean that she couldn't get another job at another police department. It doesn't matter if it's El Paso Police Department, Houston Police Department, San Antonio Police Department, even the Sheriff's Department in Dallas County. It doesn't really matter. But again, she can get other police jobs, but not at the Dallas Police Department. I'm just saying. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video. Share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my reaction channel. And subscribe to my Black Junction channel for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.